Hello everybody, just coming to you live again, guys, from Atomic Martial Arts. Coach Gonzo with the daily What's Up, guys. Here, let me adjust this really quick. All right, we're gonna be driving. So I apologize if there's any sun glare and whatnot, guys, but the sun is going down right now over the Rocky Mountains. It is amazing. I would show it to you guys, but like I said, it would just be a glaring kind of issue. You could probably see it right now on my face. Anyway, amazing day, guys, amazing class. Got a chance to work with my seniors today, guys. Did a lot of review on some of the traditional martial arts. Super stoked. A lot of stuff going on this weekend, guys. Obviously Easter weekend, so happy Easter to everybody. Hope you guys have an amazing time with your families. For those of you guys that'll get a chance to be with your families, for those of you that aren't gonna have a chance to be with your families, I hope you find something, can do something that still will be meaningful for yourselves. And of course, if you can't, always reach out, obviously, to those who matter most to you. But anyway, so today, guys, really quick, before we kind of get going, or before I fill you guys in on obviously some of the things that are going on, I did want to kind of touch on some concepts that I shared with my seniors, and again, you know, it kind of deals around, you know, setting up for yourself, or setting yourself up for success. You know, one of the things that I wanted to share with you guys as well as them was that the ideas that that you have for yourself, the definitions that you have for yourself, that your definitions of maybe success or fitness or whatever the case may be, guys, are they your definitions, right? One of the things that I spent time chatting with them about was the idea that your success, hopefully the things that make you happy, the things that make you sad, the things that make you frustrated, I hope are actually things that were set up by yourself. In other words, you know, I had one little guy that was struggling today with one of the techniques that we were doing, and I overheard him speaking to one of the adult black belts, and you know, I heard in his vernacular and in his voice usage and word usage rather, that just kind of little, what I call hiccups, little roadblocks, right? He was giving himself reasons why he couldn't do this. And so my question was, why? You know, why do you think this? Why do you say this? And it's interesting when you ask why enough, and I'm not asking why obviously to be irritating to anybody, but when you start asking why and people actually start thinking about the whys, it's important that you identify those, right? And so I gave them an example, and so I'll give you guys kind of a brief version of my example, right? So when I was a kid, some of you guys know I'm a first-generation American, right? And American by birth. My parents later on naturalized, became American citizens, and when I was learning English and going through school, as most American children do, I struggled with some of the things. One of the things, obviously, was learning English. My first language is Spanish, and so as I was learning English, at least where I was a little guy, we still kind of stood by our desks, we still read and whatnot, and I didn't read like everybody else. And so because of that, I remember kind of being laughed at, and so it put this like negative idea in my brain behind reading and public speaking and things like that. And so it was really interesting because it took me a long time to kind of deal with that. And so as I started to deal with that and everything else, I remember my first day of English class, and it was funny because I was there with some of my friends, and if my friends from high school see this, please don't name the teacher, right? Because I'm not going to name her, because you know, it doesn't matter now. But I had a teacher who, right off the bat, all I was doing was smiling, and in that smile, she told me to stand up. And she looked at me, and in front of the entire class, she goes, you know, I can tell you're going to be trouble right off the bat. And guys, I got to tell you, it infuriated me. I was like, how dare you? You have no idea who I am. You don't have any concept of what I can do, if I'm smart or not smart or anything. But in 2 minutes, she just judged me. And I got to be honest with you, the fact that she not only judged me publicly, but also made me feel like I was not relevant or worthy, made me want to live up to her definition of who I was, which was really, really hard. It was very contradictory for me because, don't get me wrong, I was like most kids. I did really, really well in school and everything else, but at the same time, you know, I had my issues, man. I had a couple of little slumps in my life, like most people do. Hey, we're all human. It is what it is. But you know, I was working really, really hard to be the best person I knew how to be, not just to my friends and everything, but I was always trying to be respectful to my teachers. Anyway, long story short, it was tough. It was very tough, and it took a long time for me to kind of get over that, you know. those of you guys that know, obviously I'm a teacher. I graduated from college, 2 degrees. One was in education, taught school for a while, which was kind of ironic in a sense, but I teach martial arts, and I love teaching martial arts, and I love public speaking, and I try to speak English very well as I can, and I still make mistakes, obviously. I still try to keep educating myself, but the point of this entire story that I'm sharing with you guys is that define yourself, right? If I'd allowed that lady's opinion to define me or my possible success or my ability to succeed, that would be crazy, you know? Sometimes I love the fact that I do fit into different stereotypes, and I love it because I see them as challenges. I see them as my opportunity to prove other people wrong. I see my ability to succeed where other people haven't, and I also see it very much as my ability to imagine it first, desire it among anything else, or more than anything else, I should say, focus my actions, and then of course to yield the result. Now the focused action, I'll be honest with you guys, if I had to tell on myself, I'd say my focused actions are probably my weak point. I do really good on some things, not so good on others, and it's an interesting thing. But hey, you know, I'm working on me, I'm improving me, but I'm defining me, right? And so as I try to close this little section out, I just want to remind everybody, be specific about your success. Be specific. Make sure you're living up to the idea of who you believe you are. Don't frustrate yourself trying to live up to the expectations of somebody else's definition of what success should be for you at your age and your life status, what you do, blah, 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 you know. Like I was telling one of my black belts today, you know, she's an experienced dog groomer, has been doing it for years and years and years and years and years, right? And so I told her, I said, you know what, the reality of the matter is, it doesn't matter. You have to define success for yourself, right? Because in the end, there's going to be some people here in Denver that love how you groom animals, and other people won't. Who gives a crap, right? That's why there's so many different people. There's so many different ways of getting this done, you know. And while there may not be hundreds of thousands of people that like her, there's enough people that like her and like her job and like what she does, that she makes a very comfortable living and has so for a very long time. So again, define your own success. Now, moving on, guys, a couple things really quick that I also wanted to touch on. Tomorrow, guys, is our tournament tomorrow for karate tournament, so we will not be having any karate classes, or excuse me, jiu-jitsu classes in the morning. We'll be supporting our competitors at the tournament, so go team, haha. And so anyway, we'll be really excited to see them compete. At the end of the day, we do have our Parents Night Out event, guys, 6 to 9. There's still time to sign up for that, guys, if you'd like to be part of it. I'll try to include that link again in the description below. But I totally spaced, like, the most important thing. And my wife is driving right now, so I cannot show you the expression on her face. But as soon as I say this, I know there's going to be overwhelming joy. And she's like, oh my gosh, thank you, honey, for reminding me. But I believe, at least according to my Google Calendar, that tomorrow is like National Husband's Day. Yes. Hold on a second. Boom. Look at that face right there. Look at the joy. Yes, she is so joyful at the fact that it is National... Why are you laughing? National Husband's Day. So, moms, dads, not dads, excuse me, moms, women, boys, girls, kids, everybody, love on your dad. Let your dad do whatever it is he wants. Not sure what he might like to do. I don't know. Maybe your dad loves movies. I know I do. Hint, hint. New movies out this weekend. So anyway, do something fun, guys. Let your dads know. National Dad Day, right? Husband Day, rather specifically. Let him know he's amazing, right? Wives, hopefully you are so unbelievably happy to be married to your friend, your soulmate, your partner in life. Have a great date. Husbands, you guys deserve it. If you're anywhere near as hardworking as I am, let's pan back over here. There you go. Then hopefully you have an amazing day, guys. But no, on a serious note, guys, a lot of stuff going on. Like I said, you know, had a great week. It was buddy week. Had a lot of really awesome things happen, guys. Had some old students come and revisit us, guys. And super happy to see them. Had some buddies come in with some new students, or some current student members, and so it was a lot of fun. It was a good time, and so we look forward to obviously spending a lot more time on the mats with these people, helping them improve themselves, feel better about themselves, helping them define their success, right, reach their goals, reach their objectives, and also want to remind everybody, obviously, about the events that are going to be taking place this weekend, but more importantly, too, guys, as we do move into May, do want to remind everybody, please stay on top of all of the announcements and whatnot. Things are going to get crazy. May is always busy with graduations and all that good stuff, guys. So try to stay on top of your class loads and everything, so you stay on top of your material. I want you to be successful, but to be successful, you need to plan a lot of this stuff out. So you know it's going to be busy, you know it's going to be crazy. Get those action plans filled out, realize where you are, and if you have to make weekly adjustments, do so, guys. Like I said, we want you to be successful in that arena. And then, of course, summer camps, guys, are coming up. Try to get your summer camp materials in, if it is going to be something that you want to take advantage of. For you guys that are in the Parker area or Aurora area, anywhere close to Parker, Colorado, and you're not quite sure what you want to do with your kids' summers, by all means, guys, give us a look, give us a try. I think you'll enjoy it. We have a down payment, guys. Then it's $100 a week. That's it. It's going to be really, really awesome. What you can expect from me, you can expect the kids to be checking in every single day, getting karate, getting jiu-jitsu, getting time to eat their lunch, obviously have a good time, play a lot of outside. I'm an outdoors kind of guy, and so as much time as we can spend outside, loving life, you know, going to the skate park, going wherever we can, having a good time, going to the swim park, traveling over to museums, guys. We're going to be doing that. It's all included, So anyway, get on that, guys, if it's something that you would like to do. Last but not least, like I said, enjoy your weekends, guys. Again, I've already touched on it in the beginning of the video, and enjoy your Easters. Like I said, it'll be a lot of fun. And don't forget, most important part of this conversation, yes, obviously we want you to love martial arts, we want you to do martial arts, but don't forget, wives, the most important part of this conversation is National Husbands Day. Da, 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 da. We'll have to insert some clapping. Yay! Crowd goes wild. Talk to you guys later.